Good afternoon and welcome to episode 37 of Pondering Fridays with Bina. Full disclaimer, am struggling through the very last bit of quite a long fast and I'm a little bit hangry. Stuff's in the oven, so don't worry, but I just need to apologize up front if I'm not the normal bubbly, wild, vivacious person that I normally am. It's just I'm very, very hungry. Don't ask me why I'm doing it or why I do this to myself. There's definitely causes, but today, for some reason, I'm just struggling. So bear with me. But I'm still happy. So, today's conversation is twofold. I finally remembered what I wanted to talk about last week. Literally, as I uploaded the video, I was like, oh, fuck, now I know. The conversation I wanted to talk about last week is facial genitalia. Don't get a fright. It's not as hectic as it seems. So, facial genitalia. I've actually been really surprised to realize how many of my friends do Botox. I had no idea the amount of them that are like, yeah, I shoot it up, I do all the things, I make sure. I mean, there's the other ones with like boob jobs and tummy tucks and I don't know. I once knew a girl who used to inject her ass with stuff. And I've never done any of that. It's all super au natural. Maybe, the most I'll probably do is attempt to contour my face. But considering the older you get, and this part of my skin, like, I don't know, this stuff is just, you see, it doesn't bounce back. It doesn't, it's just getting old and gross. And I seem to have developed, this is where the facial genitalia thing comes from. I seem to have developed a bit of a face vagina. Can you see it? There. And according to me, and probably most people, one vagina is enough. So, I'm considering actually going to get Botox. And for those of you who have had it, good or bad experiences on the face, on here. I've got a very expressive face. I speak with my hands. I always knock things over. Like there's a lot of stuff going on here when I speak, and obviously all the fine lines are coming because age and stuff. So feedback on Botox because la vagina, that big deep crater that I've now created, it needs to go. Okay, I'm dressed in green and gold, which makes obvious sense for tomorrow. And what I want to talk about, the bigger part of my conversation today is obviously about rugby, but more importantly about the power of the human soul. A couple of years ago, I can't really remember, but Gareth was made aware that I had not yet watched Invictus. And lo and behold, shock and awe, I had not until last night. Last night we watched it. I went through half a roll of toilet paper. Ugly crying, snot and trana like you don't understand. Ugly, ugly, ugly crying, but beautiful, happy tears. I wasn't sad for what was going on. It really just got me thinking on how we all just fucking complain about life. I do. I have days I'm like, this isn't working, or I'm so fat, or wobbly, and this, all the shitty shit that we talk about. None of us know what it's like to be locked in a room for 27 years and come out of it with a positive fucking attitude. And the more documentaries and the more I read about Madiba, the more you realize, especially a movie like last night, you realize that not only was he incredibly intelligent and probably one of the most strategic-minded humans that I've ever come across or been privy to, having not known them personally, but known about their life. Strategic man. If I could have a portion of his strategic brain. But also so powerful in how he was able to control his emotions and how he reacted after having been treated like complete shit for so long. Anyway, the movie's obviously called Invictus, and it's all about a poem that got Madiba, or one of the many things that got him through his situation on Robben Island. And in the movie they obviously play it, and I researched it, or I googled it this morning, and have to read it to you. It's probably one of the most powerful pieces of copy I've ever read, and it's changed me. It's made me like completely change my outlook on life in a good way, of like, you are capable of so much magic. We don't even realize we don't even realize, but it's about time that we realize this. Life is not controlling you. You have all the control to do anything you want in the world. Anything you want, you can do with the right amount of planning and preparation and thinking and work. Anything is really possible. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm never going to be a runway model, because unless I go for like leg extension operations, that's not going to happen. Or a Victoria's Secret model, because anyway, did you see them? No, you can't see them because they're so little. Anyway, okay, let me read this poem to you, and then I'll leave you for your Friday. I hope this affects you or touches you as much as it touched me, and I think it's going to be something that I read quite often. So here we go. Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul. Yo! Sweet Lord! Oh my God. Okay, that wasn't not expected. But yeah, you are the captain of your soul. You can do whatever you want. That is it for Friday, before I embarrass myself even more by crying. Namaste, take care of yourself, look after yourself, and go BOKKE.